Melanin. What makes black people black? Part 3. Written by Dr. Laila Africa. Narrated by R.J. Dotson. How to measure melanin. There are many ways to measure melanin's biological, electromagnetic, hormone, and chemical activities. The potential for hydrogen, which is called pH, and the blood pressure can be used to test melanin. The pH is an electrical measurement of the saliva and urine. The saliva reflects the autonomic nervous systems. The saliva reflects the autonomic nervous systems, parasympathetic nerves, actions and reactions. The urine reflects the autonomic sympathetic activity. The test of the pH of saliva and urine samples is done after the person has not eaten or drank fluids, including water, for 2 hours. Then the samples of pH is read with colorimetric pH paper and the pH is recorded. There are levels in which melanin can deviate from normal. Melanin can be insufficient or deficient. A melanin insufficiency can be caused when the supply of melanin cannot meet the demand for melanin. The individual's body can demand excessive amounts of melanin to fight disease, air, water, and noise pollution, radiation from computers and cell phones, synthetic drugs, social stress, negative relationships, emotional and spiritual stress. The high amount of demand cannot be met by an individual that consumes drugs and eats junk foods and does not use herbal medicine and whole foods to defend the body. A melanin insufficiency is indicated when the urine pH is below or above the normal 6.4 pH of urine. A melanin insufficiency is indicated when the systolic blood pressure number of 120 is below or above the normal range. Note, the blood pressure norm value of 120/80, in which the top number of 120 is systolic. The systolic number, as well as urine pH, is related to melanin's serotonin, the sympathetic nervous system, acidity, the usage of carbohydrates for energy, the left hemisphere of the brain, etc. A melanin deficiency is indicated when the saliva pH is below or above the normal 6.4 saliva pH range. A melanin deficiency is indicated when the diastolic blood pressure number is below or above the normal 80 range. Note, the blood pressure norm value of 120/80, the number 80 or bottom number is diastolic. The diastolic number, as well as the saliva pH, is related to the melanin's melatonin, the parasympathetic nervous system, alkalinity, the usage of raw fats like nuts, seeds, or avocado, the right hemisphere of the brain, etc. A melanin deficiency can be caused when there is an adequate supply of melanin and the body's ability to use the melanin is dysfunctional or deficient. The body's metabolic and nerve, which is neurological path, malfunctions because of the weakened liver, pancreas, kidney, nervous system, respiratory system, reproductive system, and immune system. The liver can be damaged due to drugs, soda, vinegar, and alcohol. The pancreas primarily gets damaged due to processed sugars and concentrated sweeteners. The kidneys get damaged from processed sugars and the poison sodium chloride, which is table salt. High blood pressure and mineral congestion. The other bodily systems can be damaged by hormonal and gland problems that compromise the ability to utilize melanin. The malfunctioning organs, glands, and hormones cannot adequately process melanin. Therefore, it can be used by the body. Classifications. Races of humans. Classification of races based upon melanin content inside the body and skin. Type 6. Type 1, white, lowest melanin content, Caucasians. Type 2 and 3, yellow, mixed brown, Orientals. Type 4, brown, red, Native Americans, Japanese. Type 5, black, brown, or brown, which are Native Americans, Mexicans, Malaysians, etc. Type 6, black, blue-black, highest melanin content, race, Africans. Health standards. Medical, laboratory, normal values, daily recommended allowances of vitamins and minerals, therapeutic dosages of herbs and drugs, baby formulas, disease reactions, human growth and development schedules, brain activity, and psychology are all based upon the melanin content of Caucasians. The laboratory and scientific norm values have to be different for each race because each race is biochemically different. The laboratory standards test black people as if they are white people, then declare black people as sick because blacks do not meet white standards. This is medical white racism. In conclusion, various charts contained at the back of this book further help to illustrate and break down the differences in the genetic melanin makeup of each race. Childhood development, bonding before birth. Melanin complements or synchronizes the movement of the eyes, expressions, body, limbs, breathing, pulse, temperature, and heart rate. They're all complementary and are synchronized to mothers and father that is bonded to the mothers physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Synchronization is melanin dependent. The human body has one sense, which is the melanated brain. The body has 5 sensors and 1 sense. If the mother is stressed, malnourished, or consumes drugs, then the child develops these emotions under the healing dysfunction emotion. Children and adults that exhibit these emotions in excess indicate the trimester of stress and inability to develop a behavior indicated under behavioral milestones. In terms of emotional vocabulary, emotions and character logic similar to each zodiac sign. An emotional vocabulary is essential to bonding itself. Brain. The brain is melanin dependent and uses melanin in different forms. Malnourishment caused by eating junk foods, legal and illegal drugs, and emotional and social stressors, which result in inadequate nutrients to the brain and inadequate thinking. The brain develops thoughts and emotions that are false positives, sees structure or truth where there is no truth, and false negatives, sees no structure, no design where there is structure. See the truth as lies and the lies as truth. The mind becomes a conflict between thoughts and emotions and open to control by others, which are alien cultures or white culture. Black people's relationship variables, which are influenced by melanin: social, economic, military, political, and spiritual. Melanin pineal nutrition. Melanin is the foundation for immunity. It is a free radical scavenger. It aids in digestion. It's an antioxidant. Helps bones, nerves, cellular, and hormone functions. The following are essential for melanin production: vitamin A, B6, B12, calcium, chromium, cobalamin, copper, vitamin C, niacin, D-alpha tocopherol, B1, B2, magnesium, vanadium, coenzyme Q10, vitamin E, vitamin D, iodine, niacinamide. For serotonin, sympathetic stress, folic acid, manganese, potassium, riboflavin, silica, selenium, bromelain, iron, chondroitin sulfate, tablets, and liquid serotonin. For melatonin, which is parasympathetic stress, folic acid, manganese, pantothenic acid, phosphorus, pyridoxal 5-phosphate, riboflavin, choline, zinc, glucosamine sulfate, tablets, or liquid melatonin. For herbs, ginkgo or gotu kola, damiana, eyebright, echinacea. For melanin, you can combine ginkgo or gotu kola, chamomile, echinacea. About the author. Laila Africa is a doctor of naturopathy. Laila O. Africa is a doctor of naturopathy, licensed acupuncturist, licensed medical massage therapist, certified addictionologist, certified nutritional counselor, medical astrologist, spiritual counselor, marriage counselor, psychotherapist, and worked as a nurse in the military. He has treated people of all races for diseases and has lectured in North and South America, Europe, and Africa. He has been a leading pioneer in the African science field and has books such as African Holistic Health, Nutricide, a book about harmful drugs and foods that Black people consume, How to Raise Healthy Black Children, a comprehensive text on parenting, children's behavior, growth, emotions, disease, and healthy foods, and a history book titled The Gullah. Laila has a line of specialty disease remedy supplements. Go to blackbookplus.com or Google Dr. Laila Africa for more information. And this concludes our reading of Melanin, What Makes Black People Black by Dr. Laila Africa. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you.